welcome back to Week 6, Game 2 of Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Summer Draft League. Ryder Dosovich joined alongside Merrick Klein here. We're getting ready for Game 2 action between Team Posa and Team Sherry. It's the last week of the regular season. Next week kicks off playoffs, so it's a meaningful game between these two who both picked up a loss last week, so they're looking to jump back into the win column, and it would mean a lot if they could do it right at the end of regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team Posa, a team that's really going to be fighting 1-4 in the season, looking for one more win before heading into that postseason. But a few players out, both Cook brothers, Parker Bendall, JT House, a lot of powerful players for this Posa squad. Their top scorers, Aiden Cook is leading all scorers in Young Guns. He's up there, right up there with Gage Maxfield, who we saw in the last game with 2 goals. He's a huge player. Parker Bendall, another big goal scorer as well. JT House, a huge defender for this Team Posa squad. So they're bringing in some newbies, hoping that they can fill in those holes, but those are definitely some big shoes to fill. And Team Sherry took the win last time these two teams played 9-6, and they're coming off a loss from last week. It was a very, very close game against Team Slater. Team Sherry really battled it out, and they're going to be looking to get some momentum, hoping for that number 2 spot where they're sitting right now in the standings. But again, we don't really know until we get into playoffs. A lot can happen in the next 60 minutes.
A lot's riding on this last game of regular season between Posa and Sherry. A number subs in for Posa. We'll see what happens. Puck drop just a couple minutes away, and we're going to throw it down to our PA announcer, Michael Wainwright, who's going to give us the starting lineups in just a little bit. So stick around. Game 2 of the last week of regular season coming right up. Welcome back to week 6, game 2. It's the last game of regular season for the Young Guns in the Summer Draft League of Michigan Elite Hockey. Ryan Radosevich joined alongside Marin Klein. And just in a little bit, we'll find out who our starting lines are for both squads. Team Posa currently sitting at 1-4 in the white unis, looking to improve to 2-4 because that would be a very, very important win for the standings for the playoffs that start next week. And then Team Sherry in the blue unis, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie currently on the season. So they sit second right now. They sit in a comfortable spot, but they definitely don't want to lose this game, especially against a Posa team that's missing a lot of people.
Welcome to Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns week number 6. Tonight, Team Sherry in the blue sweaters on the visitors bench taking on Team Posa in the white uniforms on the home bench. Let's start with our
starting lineups. Here we go. Starting forward for Team Posa, Owen Perry, a stand-in for the squad, centered by Brennan Bernard. And then Andrew Combs rounding out the starting forwards for Team Posa. On defense, Andrew Burmy and Zach Wansel starting on D, and between the net, number 29, Nathan Bowman.
Looking over to the visiting team in the blue uniforms, Team Sherry, coached by Brian Sherry. Left wing forward, number 9, Maxwell Brannon. Our center will be number 13, Ross Blastic. And at right wing, 25, Nick Smith, starting off for Team Sherry. On defense, Dylan Flamini. On left D, and 49 on right D, Evan Sagansky. Starting in net tonight for Team Sherry will be Reese Hutchinson.
So the lines are set, and we are just about a minute away from puck drop here in Kensington Valley Ice House. The last two teams, or last time these two teams, if I could get my words out right, faced each other was Team Sherry with an 11-8 victory back in week 3. This is a completely different week, and this week has a lot more pressure on it. It's the last week of the regular season. Team Posa taking on Team Sherry, and here we go from Kensington Valley Ice House. We're glad you're joining us. Ryan Radosevich, joined by Marin Klein, bringing you the last game of regulation, or regular season, I should say, in the Young Guns Summer Draft League here at Michigan Elite Hockey. Starting in net for each squad, Reese Hutchison, number 33 for the blue squad, and Nathan Bowman in net, number 29 for Team Posa, currently with the puck. That puck fanned on loose in front. Now it's Team Sherry with it. They can't get anything going deep in enemy territory. That centering pass there, a little too far for Maxwell Brennan. He'll chase it, but Bowman out of his net to play it. Both teams losing last week, looking to get back into the winning column here in week 6. This one flipped down the ice by Andrew Combs. Nathan Sobachowski skating with it now. He'll leave that one back for Brennan. Maxwell Brennan, pestered at center, gets over the line, takes the first shot of the game, and that one paddled aside by Bowman. That centering pass there, it's dangerous, it's loose, and it's pushed out of harm's way. Man, number 24 for Team Sherry, Matthew Murad, could have had the game's first goal right there. There's a chance for Team Posa, loose in front. That one sent wide.
And a great defensive play back there by 23, Carson Shanks for Team Posa, just able to get his stick in front of Murads before he could get that shot off.
3 substitute skaters for Team Posa, Owen Perry, Carson Shanks, and Andrew Burney, assisting the Team Posa squad. Volpe at the line, takes a shot, seeing that one, and putting his leg in front of the way is Reese Hutchison. Here's Nathan Leegey leading his team in points. Slides it forward onto Bowman, makes the easy save. Looks like he was trying to combine with a teammate in front. Here comes Frakazi. Anthony Frakazi over the line. He's got some speed, takes it towards the net. Pass there, still loose in front. Pecking at it are the players, and taken away by Eddie Wheeler. Wheeler snaps that one over to Janice. Janice over the line with it. Pestered by Burner. Burner taking it, pulling a couple of offensemen on him. But Team Posa will calm it down in their own zone. 17:20 to go in the first period. No score so far between these two squads as Connor Laird skates it over the line. Laird with open ice looking for that far side just wide. Laird picks it up once more. Good defense there from Janice. Laird still has it. His centering pass picked off. Here comes Team Sherry. Wheeler with it over the line. Puts it far side. Leegee stick handling and way to pick the open corner. Nathan Leegee with the first goal of the game.
And who else to open up scoring but Nathan Leegee? He was in front at the start of this night with 13 points. Gage Maxfield bumped up ahead, but now Nathan Leegee will tie it back up. He has now, that's his 9th goal in these 6 weeks. Nathan Leegee, and he missed a week too. So for him, that's 9 goals in 5 weeks. He's always going to be a player that's contributing on the ice for Team Sherry. And again, for Team Posa, when they're losing some of those top scorers like Aiden Cook, like Parker Bendall, you really got to watch out for players like Nathan Leegee on the other side because he'll come in firing.
Dylan Flamini with it deep. That one taken from him. Andrew Burmy able to get that one out. First goal of the game scored by Nathan Leegee, assisted by Eddie Wheeler. 1-0 for Team Sherry. Here comes the team in the blue unis. They cross the red, but the puck taken away by Whitlock. Flamini looking over his shoulder, skating down the ice, looking to curl it around one, but he gets it right back below the goal line. Banks it off the net, Chippa picks it up, has that one slip away from his stick. And if you see number 13, number 23, both say Cook, that is not correct. It's Carson Shanks skating in the 23 and Andrew Birdie skating in the 13. So some substitute skaters out for Team Posa. Centering pass there, taken out of harm's way. Now it's loose at center. Who wants it? It's Team Sherry. Still loose. Brady Chippa will pick it up. 09 birth year out of Novi, Michigan. Gives it off to his teammate. Volpe over the line. Throws it far side. 5 minutes gone in the first period. Team Sherry with an early 1-0 lead courtesy of Nathan Leegee. Leegee now tying Gage Maxfield for the most points in the league. Maxfield and his squad able to pull a 6-3 dub earlier. Here's a chance, and that one slips past Bowman. A 2-0 lead for Team Sherry as Maxwell Brennan was able to solve the goaltender.
Yeah, Bowman really just didn't see that one coming in towards him. Looks like he lost the puck there, and Brandon's able to capitalize and just poke that one past him on the corner. And Team Sherry firing Team Posa. Again, when you're losing some of those top scorers as well as a big defensive body, losing JT House, he's a big player, huge body in the back, and that's gotta hurt. He's a player that'll take a lot of block shots. Be interesting to see how they're going to respond, but Team Sherry getting ahead early. That top line, Brandon and Leegee already with points on the night, and we almost saw a point coming from Matthew Murad just a little bit earlier.
Here's another chance for Team Sherry. Backhanded, the juicy rebound sent just wide.
Leegee will get the assist on that goal from Brandon, so that's 2 points already early for Leegee.
That one over to Reese Hutchison, and he'll hold it for the face-off. 14-14 remaining in the first period, a 2-0 lead for Team Sherry. Goals coming from Nathan Leegee and Maxwell Brennan.
And before these 2 goals came in from Leegee and Brandon, Team Posa was spending a little bit of time in their offensive zone. They were getting some good looks in, and now it's just going to be about finishing those. You have a handful of new guys on your team that aren't used to playing in the system that you've built in these past 6 weeks, and it's going to be a little bit of some growing pains, I think, early for Team Posa, but I'm not going to count them out. This team is hungry. I know Coach sure is for this team, so I'm sure his players are as well.
Benito Posa behind the bench. Head manning Team Posa as that shot stunned Dylan Callan there. Looks like it may have hit his wrist. Team Posa with some offense, and that one finds the back of the net. I'm not sure how, but that one slips through the legs of Reese Hutchinson, and that's a big goal there by Team Posa.
And a great job there by Posa. That's a way for them to answer right there. I believe that was Connor Laird that was able to poke it in. We'll wait for the official call. That was definitely a bit of an interesting goal, to say the least.
So a big goal there by Team Posa. See if they could keep the momentum going, as spilling on that play was Anderson. 2-on-1 opportunity.
Looks like that goal going to be credited to Wansel, who was just behind Laird.
That one rings off the post by Laird. So now only a 1-goal lead for Team Sherry, as answering the bell was Zach Wansel, the defender for the squad in the white unis. That one banked off the half wall and clear. Anderson with it. Anderson pushing his way forward through defense. A little chippy out there as he was going against Flamini for the puck. Here comes Team Sherry. Flamini with the puck. Glances over the line, but there was a number of defensemen stacked up as this one banks off of Brennan. Brennan squashed to the boards. That puck was trickling on the forehand there, but it's calmed down. Good pass there. Now it's Andrew Burney. Burney on net, 1-on-1. That one glances over.
Great stick handling, though, there from Bernie to get past defenders.
Burney sitting back door as his teammate crashes towards the net. Way to get it out of there for Team Sherry as they charge down the ice.
And Verkasi was going down, spinning around, and somehow still able to get that shot in on Reese Hutchinson. So while it was a bit of a light shot, still impressive that he got it at all as he was going down.
Chippa trying to bake it out the zone. He can't. Captained by Wheeler. Centering pass picked off and pushed out of harm's way by Burney. 11:40 to go in the first period. Team Sherry jumping out to a 2-0 lead, but Posa answering, making it 2-1. Cluster of players on that far side as it's thrown in deep into the Posa end. That one off of a stick as Smith was trying to connect with Alex Rybach. Rybach pressed to the boards there, and Team Posa with it. Cooper William elevated into lineup. Wheeler taking it 1-on-1 with the goalie, gets him to bite and puts it into the far side. Big goal there by Isaac Wheeler, and we are tied at 2.
An unfortunate turnover there from Evan Sygansky. Had it on the blue line, just able to try to hit that back the other way, and he lost it and gave an open look at the net to Isaac Wheeler. He's able to just bury that one top shelf, and Team Posa, this is the answer back you were looking for from them. Again, it was going to be some growing pains with a lot of new skaters on the ice. It's not going to be the normal skating you're used to, but these are some powerful players, and they're helping your game nonetheless. Team Posa wasn't going to go down without a fight in this one.
Team Sherry with it. Great chance there. That one slips just by the stick of Matthew Murad. Recent goal scorer Isaac Wheeler can't clear that one. Back below the goal it goes. Picked up by Shanks. He tries to shank it out the zone. It'll eventually trickle over towards center. Chippa chasing. He'll get it. Chippa with it. Looking for the centering pass. Will go behind the net instead. That centering pass slips just through. Team Posa able to get it once more in the corner. Wheeler now taking some checks as he holds it to the boards.
Wheeler, assisted by number 44, Brady Chippa, and number 28, Darren Mayhew, with 10:08 left in the first period.
Brady Chippa picking up the primary assist on Isaac Wheeler's goal to tie this game up at 2. We got looks like a delayed call. Will be a hooking call So our game's first power play as Team Sherry will go on the man advantage. Isaac Wheeler, 2 minutes for hooking.
And back there, the assist was Chippa. Chippa's a player that I think is very interesting to watch and will definitely be interesting to watch in the absence of Parker Bendall and Aiden Cook. Chippa is just right behind them. He has 3 goals, now 4 assists on the season, so he just passed Bendall in that number 2 spot on the team in scoring. And he's a player that's always hungry out there on the ice, so once Team Posa's back to full strength, I'd say that's a big player to watch. But right now, Team Sherry's has a big opportunity here.
This power play brought to you by the Instagram handle Michigan Elite Hockey. Shout out to our social media team putting in good work. 9 minutes 35 to go in the first period. A 2-2 tie, but Team Sherry on the game's first man advantage. They can't get anything going.
And make sure to watch that player with the puck right now, Ross Blastek. He will be our mic'd up player today on the Instagram, so make sure to check that out. Hear what he has to say during the game.
Sure, a power play goal would be very interesting for the mic'd up listeners, so we'll see if he could get it done on the man advantage. Blastek behind the net with it now, connecting with Flamini. Man, this high forecheck on the penalty kill for Team Posa is doing numbers. That one batted out of the air. Team Sherry can't play it, though, or it would have been a hand pass, but referees say play on. About a minute to go on the man advantage for Team Sherry. Here comes Brennan over the line. He's got Rybach to his side. That one saved by Bowman. Back to the line it goes. That one could be kept in there by Flamini. Flamini spins and back into the offense zone he goes. Tries to get a pass through 2 skaters, but picking it up is Brennan. Centering pass there. It's off the skate of Eddie Wheeler. Couldn't get it to his stick, and that would have been a great opportunity to net a power play goal.
Wheeler had a completely open look at the net. That one has got to be frustrating for him, I'm sure. Just couldn't get a stick on it in time, and that puck just trickling in.
Another chance here from Sherry. Swept to the side. That one pushed forward through center. Over the line. Good chance here. Skating in. But it was Bernie, but pestered there by Leegee.
Good job by Leegee just to get the stick in there, get that really, really slight poke check. You almost couldn't tell he got it there, but he was able to, and it made all the difference.
Back to 5-on-5. Posa with another chance. That one just wide. Team Sherry with it over the line. 7:30 to go in the first period. Penalty is over. Anderson will push it forward to William. Cooper William with it, looking down the goaltender, making the save. Hutchison, rebound loose in front. Pushed out by the defenseman, but it's turned right back over to Team Posa. Spinning with it, Williams, a chance. That goes just wide. Team Sherry able to stop the carnage in their own zone for the time being. A clean clear would be perfect here, as they failed on some clears just a moment ago that led to some Team Posa chances. Leegee at center turns this one over. Cooper William picks it up. Little toe drag there to get past one and roofs it. Oh my goodness, Cooper William. What a goal. There's the sub putting on the work for Team Posa.
What an absolute beauty. Cooper William, welcome into Michigan Elite Hockey. The toe drag, the stick handling there, absolute perfection. And sure, you lose some top scorers, but when you have someone who's shooting the puck like that, cannot complain if you're Team Posa. That was absolutely beautiful. All the goals we've seen, Zach Wanzel's, Isaac Wheeler's, have all been really nice, clean goals, good stick handling. It's great to see this from Team Posa. Again, it's a team that is down in the standings.
Big 3 unanswered goals, looking to make it 4. That one goes off the basket. Bowen rebound set just wide. Offsides is Team Posa, so they'll have to re-up near center. 6:15 to go, and it was Team Sherry who jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but 3 unanswered goals by Team Posa. Now they have the lead. Team Posa looking to clear, kept up in the line by Benini. That one skips off a couple skaters, and here comes Team Posa right back with it. Oh, just offsides there was Chippa's. Him and Williams had a great chance to make it a 4-2 lead.
Some frustration there coming from Chippa slamming that one to the boards again. He's definitely a player to look for. He's a bit feisty when he's on the ice, and never necessarily in a bad way. He'll take a penalty here or there, but Chippa's a fast skater, and he, more than anything, is a determined skater. He is hungry. He may not have the height on him, standing a little bit smaller than the other players, about 5'5", but he is a fast skater. He is a determined skater, and here he goes right now.
Brady Chippa with an assist already, looking to make it a goal. That one slaps around the backboards. Isaac Wheeler throws it down to Chippa, looking to center that one. Let's take it right back from Team Posa, and never mind. Back and forth it goes here at Kensington Valley Ice House. Chippa with it. That centering pass tipped. Picked up by Flamini. 5 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Flamini down the ice, winding one up off the pad of Bowman. Steal here. Here comes Team Sherry, 3-on-1. Flamini trying to get that one. It's set into Bowman there by Alex Rybach.
Bowman and Balo, both two really strong goaltenders for Team Posa. And Bowman showing it right there, not letting those first two goals shake him at all. And he hasn't seen as much action as Reese Hutchinson might have seen in the last few minutes. We're just about at that 5-minute mark in the first.
Yeah, early on it was Team Sherry putting on 2 goals, but now it's been the Team Posa show. So Bowman in net making his first save in a while for the squad in white. That one chipped up into the netting, out of play, so a face-off in the Team Sherry zone. Three to 2 is currently the lead that Team Posa is holding. Just under 5 minutes to go. Team Sherry with the puck. It's number 13, Ross Blastic. Mic'd up for this game as he couldn't get through 3. Volpe bringing that one around the boards. He gets another chance at it. Loose puck finally corralled by Team Posa. Going over the line there. Throwing it down low. Battling for possession of it. This Team Posa down low. Andrew Combs trying to get it. Loose puck. Taken by Perry. Flamini can't clear that one. Costly turnover, but that one paddled aside by Hutchison. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Team Posa 3-2 lead as Volpe travels back towards his goaltender to corral the puck. Over the line once more, Owen Perry puts on the brakes. Tries to get away from 2, he can't. Here's a chance for Team Sherry. Charging down the ice is Nick Smith. Nick Smith gets it, pass it in as he crashes into the boards. It's a tie game once more, courtesy of Nick Smith.
Oh, that's a costly turnover there, and we saw that earlier for Team Sherry, so now they're going to get their own chance at the breakaway on the turnover, and Nick Smith's not the skater you want going in towards the net. He's another skater that started up on that line with Leegee and Brandon, got moved up to that top line with them today, and always been a player that uses that height, uses his speed to his advantage, and he was able to just fake out Bowman there to tie this one back up. A beautiful breakaway chance, and that's not a turnover you want to be taking if you're Team Posa.
Team Posa had 3 straight goals before Nick Smith answered the bell for Team Sherry, so now we're tied up once more at 3 apiece. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the first period.
Team Sherry goal scored by number 25, Nick Smith, with 3:30 left in the first period.
Nick Smith, unassisted goal there to tie the game back up. Bowman out of his net, electing to save that one for his defenseman. Cooper Williams able to get it past 1. He's got Frakazi to his right. Williams waiting. That one sent off the stick, or the skate rather, of Sobachowski. Spinning with it, Cooper Williams already has a goal on today's game. Back to the point for Berner taking a shot. Seeing that one was Hutchison as he saves it wide. Battling for possession. Team Sherry able to pick it up. Stretch pass towards center. Barad couldn't handle that one. Centering pass there. blocked. At center, taking a whack at it was Frakazi, chasing it down as Williams, but the first one on it, Sobacheski. 2:20 to go in the first. 6 goals in the first period of this one so far. We sit at a 3-3 tie. Cooper Williams able to give it off to Anderson. Williams gets it right back. Weaving his way around a number of players, able to get it away from the blue line as well. Williams puts it down low, shot taken, saved. Hutchison, Williams trying to pick it up on that forehand, go for the Michigan. The backhand rises just over the net. It's the Cooper Williams show on this shift for Team Posa. Stops at the half wall, but it took 2 players to get it from him, and it does. This one slipping down the ice. Ross Blastic chasing it, but out of his net to play is Bowman. 1:30 to go in the first period. Zyganski pushing his way forward, taken by Frakazi. Anthony Frakazi skating in his hometown rink. Plays for the Brighton Bulldogs high school squad as this one trickles into the Team Sherry zone. Zyganski posting up behind his net with it. He'll go D to D, gets it right back, but Brady Chippa pushing up on the forecheck. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Team Sherry able to get it out of their own zone. They've got numbers, only 2 defense back for Team Posa. This one's shot back for Wheeler, saved by Bowman. Wheeler picking it up once more, trying to get it away from Volpe. Williams now with it. Loses it for a second, gets it right back and heads down ice. Smothered there by number 13, Blastic, and that's going to be a tripping call on Team Sherry. So with 27.7 seconds remaining in the first, Team Posa gets their first power play advantage of the game.
Definitely a lot less penalties than we saw in game 1 in that first period alone. Saw multiple penalties, including a 5-minute major. So now just 1 each from each team, and just looking to capitalize on those man advantages. Team Posa killed off their first penalty kill, now looking for an opportunity as this one's tied, and already been a back and forth affair between these 2 teams. Whoever scores next could have a lot of momentum, especially as we get ready to start the second.
This power play brought to you by Chop House Meats Detroit. 12 seconds to go in the first period. This man advantage will trickle over unless there's a goal scored with 6 seconds to go, but this one's set down the length of the ice, and that'll end the first period right about now. So a power play advantage for Team Posa will carry into the second period, and it was Team Sherry jumping out to a 2-0 lead, but 3 unanswered goals by Team Posa, and the last goal of the period able to tie it up at 3. So after 20 minutes of play, we're sitting at 3-3.
Yeah, definitely exciting. And for this game, Team Sherry might be getting a little bit of deja vu after their game with Team Slater. It was a big back and forth game until Team Slater at the very end of that one was able to squeak away with the win. But Team Posa, this has got to be feeling good, especially when you bring so many new guys onto your team. You lose some of your top scoring players. It has to feel good if you're Team Posa coming into this one to be able to answer those going down 2-0. That's not an easy thing to do. It's a big momentum killer, especially as you get in to the final week and get ready to go in the regular season. So Nathan Bowman seems to be in a bit of pain over on the bench. Carson Balo may be going into this one sooner than he thought, but we'll see. Bowman definitely not feeling his best, and you could see some frustration from him on the bench, but he's heading back over to his net, going to try to finish out.
Goalies are interesting players. I'll say that.
Finish out the second. Don't know if he maybe landed on the elbow wrong. Kind of looks like where the pain was, but hopefully he'll get a bit of a break for himself down the other end as his team still on the power play, or not.
Short handed advantage here for Leegi as he slips to the ice. Wants the call, none given to him. I kind of like that no call there. I'll rock with it.
Don't think Coach Sherry likes it too much.
Here comes Team Posa, man advantage, streaking down the ice with it, breaking towards the net. He gets smothered. Low angle opportunity there by number 43, Joey Volpe. Leegee behind his net, looking to clear it near side. Wheeler can't press it in. And it slips down the ice. Still more power play time to go for Team Posa as they try to get it over the line. Backtracking for that one is Darian Mayhew. Mayhew sporting the 28, no name on the white jerseys for Team Posa. Volpe trying to bridge around his defenseman. He does. Surprisingly gets a shot off as he was able to escape Flamini. Flamini taking a check. That frees up Wheeler to pick it up. Isaac Wheeler. Good little poke check there from Flamini as he licks his chops at center. 7 seconds to go on the man advantage for Team Posa. Leegee with a chance as the power play time trickles down. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shot from the point. That one tipped just wide. Leegee picking up. He tries to Michigan, but tries to flip it up and bat it in instead. Players getting creative here at Michigan Elite Hockey. At center, Flamini picks that one up and picks up a body in Volpe as Chippa takes that one over the line. Puts on the brakes, goes cross ice looking for Darian Mayhew. Mayhew evades a check. Still with it on the forehand. That one slipped through the skate of Flamini. That one shot on net by, Darren Mayhew and saved by Hutchison.
Nice shot there by Mayhew. Hard hit, but right into the chest of Hutchinson. And still looking over, keeping an eye on Nathan Bowman. You see him kind of just leaning over there. Can't tell if it's in his leg or his elbow.
I feel like it's in his left hip area, but it's hard to tell. It's surprising that he stayed in game with the goalie sub, but hey, he wants his full half game in net. Well, he's got it, and he's sticking this one through. 17:25 to go. We are in the second period. Here comes Combs. Combs cross-ice feed, but a good play there defensively, able to get it away from number 11, Brennan Bernard. Nick Smith already got a goal, throws it towards the net. That one loose between the skates of Matthew Murad.
Unfortunate for Murad, and looking back there, it was a good defensive play by Callan. Would have liked to see Bernard go for the one-time shot there. He waited a second and gave Callan the opportunity to get his stick in there. A one-timer might have had a good chance of getting in on net.
Combs trying to connect once more with Bernard. It doesn't work out. Team Sherry charging the opposite end of the ice. Matthew Murad circling with it. Far side finds an open man. The one-timer by Brennan couldn't fully load that one up. Players are changing on the far side. Close to too many men, but no call. Picking this one up is Owen Perry. Perry stepping in as a sub for this week for Team Posa. Fanning on that shot. Still gets one off. Hutchison will easily push that aside. Blastic gives it off to Wheeler. Wheeler deals it over the line, looks to connect with Blastic. The pass picked off by Combs. Asking for it at the top of the blue line was Furkazi. He was open for a second, but his players couldn't get it to him. 4 minutes gone in the second period. Currently a 3-3 tie after Team Posa jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Team Sherry jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Team Posa with 3 unanswered, and now we sit tied at 3-3. Stepping in to take that puck was Combs for a second. Has that one taken from him. Eddie Wheeler over the line. Takes center ice. That shot into the body. Number 23, Carson Shanks. Good diving effort there. Able to get it towards his teammate. Here comes Cooper Williams. Already got a goal on today's game. Got the last goal for his squad. Oh, a dangerous play. Able to evade Leegee, though. That's a man you don't want to test that deep in your own zone one-on-one. Skating down the ice, he draws 3 defensemen, able to draw a call as well as touching up his Team Sherry and Team Posa get their second power play opportunity of the game, a holding call on Team Sherry.
Cooper Williams is just the Swiss Army knife right now. He's scoring goals. He's drawing penalties. He's made some defensive plays. He's all over. And the stick handling, huge there. He could have had a very costly turnover to Ligi. And normally, that's a poke check Ligi could have gotten on. But Cooper Williams, just the puck control that he has been absolutely phenomenal in this game that we've seen so far. And he showed it right there, bringing up the ice, skating through 3 defenders, going down, and drawing that tripping penalty.
Penalty on Angelo Bonani, and I don't blame him, as going end-to-end was Cooper Williams, and he's got some skill. With the puck right now, puts it back to the point, and that one skips off the stick of Andrew Burney. Burney corrals it once more, skates over the blue line, throws it down low for Williams. Williams puts on the brakes behind the net, looking to pick it up on the forehand once more, trying to fool out Hutchison. It's still loose in front. Burney snaps that one D to D. 1:30 to go on the Team Posa man advantage. Here comes Burney. Good poke check there by Matthew Murad. Causing Team Posa to reset at center, and that reset is not clean at all. Blastic backhanding that one down the ice. .65 seconds to go on the man advantage for Team Posa. No goals in the second period so far. Here's a chance for Team Posa. That was Burney. Another shot thrown on net into the glove of Hutchinson, and he'll hold on with 51 seconds remaining on the Team Posa man advantage.
And still keeping that eye on Nathan Bowman. Seems uncomfortable. First thought it was the elbow, but Ryan, I think he might be something with his hip. He's been kind of just bending over, doesn't seem to be too comfortable. Luckily, hasn't seen the puck coming at him too much, so he's been able to stay straight up and hopefully ride out these next few minutes until Balo will be getting in there after the intermission.
Here's a shorthanded opportunity for Nick Smith. Smartly, though, sends it back. Nobody home except for the goaltender, so no worries, but that'll trickle down some seconds on the man advantage for Team Posa. Wrapped around the boards, and it goes all the way near the goal line of Team Posa. 22 seconds to go in the power play. That one picked off by Smith. Great penalty kill for Nick Smith. He's able to get a shot off. That one ramps off the stick of Zach Wansel, up and out of play. So an offensive draw for Team Sherry, even though they're down a man.
I mean, that's all you can really ask for, other than, of course, a shorthanded opportunity. But that just gets the puck into your offensive zone. Win the faceoff, maybe get some shots in, but also it just burns the clock. And that's what really helps you on the penalty kill. That's huge for teams on the penalty kill. You'll see it.
As Mayhew there had a great chance. Mayhew was able to dipsy-do his way through 2 defensemen, somehow gets a shot off, and Hutchinson making the save between the legs. So that one will ride out the end of the power play. So we're back to 5-on-5 with just under 13 minutes to go in the second period. And just a quick reminder, once we get to that 10-minute mark, we will have a stoppage in play, a little bit of halftime here. We'll have a refreshing of the ice, and we'll have about 10 minutes for the players to collect themselves and get ready for the second half of the game.
And Mayhew showed it there, too, also showing off the stick handling. The control of the puck that Team Posa has had tonight has been really impressive. Had a few small turnovers at the beginning, but they have been sharp ever since.
Ligi with it in his own zone down low. Team Posa giving him all the open ice in the world in his own end. Ligi skates through 2. Wheeler pops a wheel at center. I think his teammates are the ones cheering.
His teammates were the one cheering. Always just fun. He took a tumble
Some brotherly love.
off his own skates, so even if he's your teammate, sometimes you just got to tease each other. It's what it's all about. It's all in good fun.
Eddie Wheeler centers that one. Nobody home for Team Sherry, but it was a great idea for Eddie Wheeler. Janice flipping one over to Flamini, who takes a check from the opposite Wheeler. It's Isaac Wheeler. Isaac Wheeler picks that one up near center. That pass off the stick of Nick Smith. Wheeler's on ice for both ends. As that one is sent down the ice by Isaac Wheeler. If you're being confused about the Wheelers, so am I. I'm glad I'm not alone. As here's Flamini back behind his own net. Chippa centers that one, a whiff there by Mayhew.
Oh, good idea there from Chippa. Just Mayhew swung at that one a little too early. Puck got underneath his stick.
11:15 remaining in the second period. Here comes Matthew Murad. With some speed, takes a shot, that just wide. Murad picks up his own rebound, throws it down low for Eddie Wheeler. Wheeler has Leegee posted up in front. Can't get it to him, it's picked off by Andrew Combs. That one glances over to Chippa, loses it between his skates, picked up by Volpe. Volpe over the line. Backhands one over to Chippa, back to Volpe. Volpe backhands one on net. Rebound set into the blocker of Hutchison. Combs looking up to the sky, but his team still has a great chance. That centering pass pushed off the stick, sent to center, and Burner's there.
And looking back there, I like the play by Chippa. He had the pass, he lost it, and then he left it back for his teammate and waited to cross that blue line until his teammate got it. One, that ensures that you're not going to get the offsides call, and two, that leaves a perfect opportunity that you're staying open, and exactly what happened. Combs was able just to pass it on back to him, give Chippa the opportunity to get that puck into the slot. I really liked the awareness there from Brady Chippa.
Icing there on Team Sherry, so we're bringing it all the way back in their end. Team Sherry in the blue unis, Team Posa in the white. We're all tied up at 3. No goals so far in the second period. 10 minutes, 29 seconds to play in the middle stanza. Big draw here, won by Team Posa. Burner with a shot. That one off a stick, up off the high glass, still in play. Andrew Combs picking it up. Loses it as he spun around towards the net. Picked up now by Rybach. Rybach able to give it forward for his teammate. That centering pass picked up by Nick Smith. Trying to dance his way through two. Couldn't do so, but it's kept in by Sobacheski. That one flips high into the air. Loose in front. Who wants it? It's Brendan Bernard. He'll whisk it around his near boards. That one can't be kept in. Team Posa with a chance. Here comes Perry. Offsides is Team Posa, so Perry can't collect, or can't have a chance to collect it, rather, as we have eclipsed the halfway point in this one. Less than 10 to play in the second period. 3-3 tie. Shot taken in and out of the glove of Bowman. He'll cover up. And that's our halfway point in this one. So it was Team Sherry who jumped out to a 2-0 lead, followed by 3 unanswered goals by Team Posa. And in the waning minutes of the first period, Team Sherry was able to tie it up at 3, and that's where we stand after 20 minutes of play. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the rest of this action. 30 minutes of hockey to go in the regular season of Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Summer Draft League. Welcome to the mid-game intermission report. I'm Ryan Doswich, usually joined alongside Maren Klein. She's not here right now. She's sitting ice rink with Cooper Williams, a forward for Team Posa in a 3-3 tie. Maren, take it away.
Thanks so much, Ryan. Here with Cooper Williams for Team Posa. Cooper, you're coming in. You played for Michigan Elite last year. Your first game in here to help out Team Posa. How's it been feeling on the ice?
We've been feeling great today. Got a lot of scoring opportunities, scored one, and hopefully we can get some more. Got a great line going right now.
Yeah, and Team Posa only one win so far in going into 6 weeks. Playoffs are coming up. So what's Coach kind of been talking to you guys about on the bench, trying to get things going? Tied game. It's anyone's game right now.
Yeah, he was just telling us that he just needs a big win today. Doesn't matter how we get it done. Just get it done. Just win today.
And you mentioned to me before this that he was telling you to take it a little slow on the score, and how are you going to come out on the ice in the second half?
Now that we're tied, probably going to go hard, get a nice goal, and hopefully put us up 4-3 here.
Well, thank you so much, Cooper. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Back up to you, Ryan.
Thank you, Maren, for that. That was Maren Klein, joined alongside Cooper Williams, currently a sub stepping in for Team Posa, and who's already got a goal on today's game as we are getting back and settled in for the second half of this one. It's Team Sherry that jumped out to a 2-0 lead, now tied at 3 with Team Posa. 9 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock in the second period. That's where we took our pause, and looks like we're just about to get underway as the last skaters of Team Sherry take the ice and take the bench. Team Sherry coached by none other than Brian Sherry and Benito Posa behind the bench for Team Posa. Team Posa currently at 1-4. Team Sherry at 2-1. Both of these teams lost last week. Looking to get back into the win column here in the last week of regulation as Maren Klein is making the dash all the way from the far side of the ice to join us just in time here in the announcer's booth as we are just about to get underway at the second half of this one. Both teams deadlocked at 3 and both teams looking for a win. Maren, how's your talk there with Cooper?
It was great. It was great. For
Sorry,
those
you just grabbed your water.
No, okay. No, that you can't really hear, but for everyone at home, Cooper said what we all know Team Posa wants to do. They want to come out hot. They know it's tied, and he had mentioned to me that Coach told him as he was coming in hot, slow down the score and give some other people a chance. But he said now that it's a tied game, he's coming out hot. He also promised a swimming celly if he did score.
Okay. I like
So
that.
something to keep an eye out for. But again, player out of CompuWare AAA. He's played with a few of these guys as well as Darren Mayhew, both of them coming out of CompuWare and has played with this league before. So this is not a situation that he's unfamiliar with at all.
Sorry to put you on the spot. I should wait to ask you a question before or after you get some water and after you make that sprint back, but
Oh, all good. I'm a true professional, Ryan.
there we go.
I will talk when I am needed to.
9 minutes to go in the second, and halfway through this game, that does mean we have goaltender changes. Nathan Bowman in net for Team Posa will be subbed out for Carson Balo, and then Reese Hutchison's day will be done for Team Sherry. Instead, it's Liam Falk in net, and that's how we rock here at Michigan Elite Hockey. Don't worry. Your nephew is not getting pulled for bad performance. That's just how we go with 2 goalies here at Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Summer Draft League.
And we had mentioned Nathan Bowman, his hip bothering him a little. He's over on the bench now. We'll get to rest that. He's a big goaltender for this Team Posa squad, so want to make sure that he will be ready and healthy for playoffs next week.
Liam Falk, that one snapping in and out of his glove for the first save of his game. As we have 8 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock in a tie game. The wraparound attempt. Rebound kept by Team Sherry. Well, goal line centering pass here with a chance is Murad. Big save there from Balo. Welcome to the game, young man. Called upon early and making the saves as 2 players press each other against the boards behind the play. Dylan Callan in his own end. 6'4", right-handed shot. Skating for the Genesee Generals as crashing into the near side boards was Shippa.
Back there, that was Leachy being held up by Frakazi, and Leachy was kind of looking at the ref like, hey, gonna call this? And the ref was not, so they skated away. Leachy giving Frakazi a little shove after that, but
Frakazi just rings one off the crossbar there and popped right up.
We've seen goals like that go in before. Saw it last week. The goal go up and then right behind the goaltender and into the goal. So we've seen wilder things happen here at Michigan Elite Hockey.
That pass, or that shot on net rather, saved by Liam Folk. Charging down the ice is the Team Sherry squad.
Saw
Number
another
44, Eddie Wheeler.
and saw another shove there coming from Owen Perry. The chippiness is definitely going to come out. It was a fairly tame first half of this one, but the chippiness, I think, going to come out a lot more. These teams are both hungry. It's a 3-3 game the week before playoffs. Things could get a little messy down there on the ice.
And with Brady Chip on the ice, you know it's going to get a little chippy as that one sent over the net by Cooper Williams, who we just caught up with at halftime.
They don't call him Brady Chirpa for nothing.
Oh, okay. Team Posa skating in the white uniforms in their own end. Turnover, though. Here comes Eddie Wheeler. Not able to get a full shot on that one as it trickled to Balo. 6 minutes, 20 seconds in the second period. We haven't had a goal since the first period. It's been a while. Picking it up at center, it's Blastic, taken away by Williams. Williams glances over the line. He's got numbers, takes it at center. Shot taken, saved by Folk.
Wheeler almost had a stick on there for a rebound. That would have been big, just puck going a little too fast.
Williams throws it down low. Wheeler in front, chance there. Saved, it's still loose. Isaac Wheeler picking it up. That one behind the back of the goaltender through the crease. Williams circling the zone, flips it to a teammate. It's taken the other way. Numbers for Team Sherry. Rybach couldn't get that one. A good play there from Cooper Williams backtracking. Darren Mayhew trying to get it. Finally does. Has on the backhand. Tried to center there. Good defensive play by Team Sherry. Palin now going to work against Mayhew. Palin gets himself some free ice. Puts it near side for Blastic. And it luckily slips over to him. Eddie Wheeler turns it right over. Cooper Williams all alone. Shot taken, saved by Folk. Centering pass. Williams could have corral it. What the heck is going on here right now? As Team Sherry now takes it at center. Nick Smith already with a goal on the game. Strides towards center. Has some open ice. Puts it on the backhand. Kicked out by Balo.
And looking back there, that was some chaos for Team Posa. Pucks flying, players flying, but the defensive play by Team Sherry really shut them down. Maybe not in the most normal fashion, you would say. A little bit chaotic, but whatever gets the job done if you're Team Sherry on defense. Just trying to make sure this game stays tied because Team Posa spend a lot of time in the offensive zone.
Last time there was a goal scored, it was Nick Smith with 3:34 to go in the first period. We're at 4:20 to go in the second, and it's been a showcase of the goaltenders and the defense as of late. Offsides there is Team Posa.
Absolutely, and considering a few of these goals came on odd man rushes and breakaways, when all 10 players are out there on the ice 5v5, the defense and the goaltending has really been on a highlight this evening. The goal scoring we have seen has been absolutely phenomenal, but a lot of them, again, those odd man rushes, those breakaway chances, and that's where these teams have really been able to capitalize because it's hard to get past the defenses and the fantastic goaltending. And that's the thing with both these teams, Hutchinson, Falk, Bowman, and Balo, all fantastic goaltenders.
Oh, centering pass there was Bernard to Combs, who couldn't get a full whack on it, but he was all alone, sitting right on top of the crease there. Team Posa looking to reclaim the lead. They were up 3-2 after starting down 2-0. A shot there saved by Folk. Here's a chance, 3-on-1 opportunity, but chugging back in time is Bernie. Pass couldn't be handled cleanly as Bernie will scoop it off the high glass, and here's another break for Team Posa. Combs over the line, but didn't have the handle on it, so referee blowing it dead offsides, and Combs, man, he does not like that call at all.
Combs doesn't like that. The bench didn't like that. The fans in the crowd didn't like that. Not too many people a big fan of that offsides call. The ref laughing a little bit. I think he knows people weren't too happy about it, but they see different things on the ice and will take that face-off on the circle.
You know what? I like that call. Combs didn't have possession of it. It was kind of bouncing through his skates, so I'd say the referee made the right call there, but I don't know. Maybe everybody else is on the other side of this, but hey, we're journalists. We'll take sides and we'll stick to it. As down the ice it goes. Never mind, at center, taken by Team Posa. Team Posa 1-4, looking for their second win. It would be a huge one if they could win. As earlier we saw Team Slater win 6-3 to go undefeated in the regular season. Loose in front. Good number of chances for Team Posa. Slater able to beat Team Miller. So now Miller sits at 2-4 and Posa sits at 1-4. So if Team Posa can win this one, it's real interesting who will get that first, or who will face Team Slater in that 1-4 seeded matchup next week in playoffs round 1.
And I like the move back there from Carson Shanks, taking a knee and getting the block there on the shot coming from Maxwell Brannon.
That one off the half wall to center. Team Sherry still with it. Over the line is Brennan. Brennan goes towards center, pestered there by Griffin Burner. Team Posa having a hard time clearing their own zone here, but looks like they'll have a great chance to here, and they do. Brady Chippa has that one slip through his legs. Whacked at by Blastic, taken by Smith, but a good little shoulder check there. Throws him off the puck.
Chippiness definitely starting to come out more here after coming back from that break.
Anderson throws it to Frakazi. Players changing in front of him. He'll stick it forward for Chippa, who gets it this time. Chippa with a break, defended by Flamini, taken down. No call on the play. Play continues as Flamini will pick it up.
Yeah, no trip there on Chippa. He kind of just lost his footing.
As there's an offsides. Oh, speaking of losing footing.
Players giving each other some hugs. Flamini and Frakazi hug to stiff arm now. It's a love-hate relationship, I think, over there. And again, players are going to come out as it looks like Bowman is being helped off from his bench. He is putting no weight over on his skate. Talked about him being in some pain. It looks like he's going to head to locker room. He's been sitting on the bench, but
Yeah, Bowman played his first half of the game already. Just wanted to stick around for moral support and just in case anything happened to Balo. But yeah, we saw Bowman. He was definitely nursing something on the right side of his body. So hopefully he's okay and going to be ready for the playoffs next week as Wansel will ring it around the end boards. No goals in this one since the 3:34 mark in the first period. We got less than a minute 40 to play in the second. Wansel throws one on net, saved by Folk. Another one loose in front. That one slips out of harm's way, and now it's taken by the man who scored the first goal of the game, Nathan Leegee. Leegee, assist and a goal, drops it back. That shot over the corner junction of the net. At the point, Leegee winding up. Looking for a tip there in front was Rybach. Far side now picked up by Sygansky. He's pestered by Combs. Combs able to take it away. In the corner, Team Sherry battling for it. Now it's Volpe stepping up for Team Posa. He'll bank it off the half wall with 60 seconds to go in the second period. Here comes Team Posa. Dropping it back. Volpe picks it up. Volpe throws it down low. This one trickles to the near side. Another little check thrown there. Combs will pick it up. Tries to center. Good play there by Sygansky. Able to take away that passing lane. 38 to go in the second period. 3-3 tie. And it's been that way for a while as that one goes into the glove of Sygansky down to his stick. Spins in his own zone as Evan Sygansky throws it down low for his teammate. Picking it up, Eddie Wheeler far side, take it from him. Here's a chance. The backhander goes over the glove or goes up off the glove of Falk. Out of play with 19.2 to go in the second.
yeah, Williams going in for that shot there. And he told me, he said, Coach wanted me to share the wealth a little bit and let me know before that Coach Posa had said, slow down on the score. And you saw there were a lot of times that Williams was going in there trying to take it for himself. But he said now that it's tied, he's going to come out firing, and you know the rest of his team will too. Got to chat a bit before we went on air.
7 seconds to go. Team Posa looking to get one in the last couple seconds of the second. Down low, Williams spinning on his chest, trying to get it onto net, and the buzzer will sound to end the second period. So a scoreless second period in this one. Team Sherry and Team Posa both looking for a big win. Deadlocked at 3 after 40.
Yeah, the second period was an absolute defensive display. We saw some nice offensive moves, some nice passing, but a lot of great blocks, a lot of great saves coming from the goaltenders again, hoping that Nathan Bowman is okay after he went off and didn't have any weight going on his right leg. Hopefully just maybe went down on it hard or something. Didn't have any skaters coming in. Wasn't anything of an interference. Just sometimes you go the wrong way, and it's just kind of how it happens, and it's unfortunate, and hoping that he's okay before playoffs and that he will be all good to go. And we definitely have an interesting third coming in. Players seem to be either tripping each other or yelling something to the refs. They have some things to say from either side of the benches for sure. And we definitely saw the chippiness pick up there in the last 10 of the second. It'll be sure to continue on into the third. And again, completely scoreless in the second. I don't know if we've ever seen a completely scoreless, because we've almost seen a completely scoreless ending and seen goals. Actually, I think last week we saw a completely scoreless first. Don't remember the two teams, but I do remember there was a completely scoreless first.
Moran looking to end the scoreless streak, streaking down the ice. As we are underway in the third period, it's the last period of a regulation hockey, of regular season hockey for Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Summer Draft League. Thanks for joining us. Ryan Dosovich joined alongside Marin Klein as that shot whizzes just wide by Isaac Wheeler. These two teams faced off. Oh, here's a chance there on the wraparound opportunity behind the net. Cooper Williams looking for his second bit of the game. Team Sherry able to get it towards center. Far side is Nick Smith. He scored his team's last goal that came at the 3:34 mark in the first period. And these two teams, last time they faced off, it was Team Sherry pulling an 11-8 win. And after 6 goals in the first period, you kind of thought it was trending towards that way, but a completely scoreless second, and we're deadlocked at 3 as here comes Williams streaking down the near side, looks one-on-one towards the goalie. That one goes up and out of play. Williams looking for his second bid with a minute gone in the third.
Once again, just starting out that back and forth rhythm. I don't think I would say throughout this whole game that the ice has been tilted in favor of one team for longer than 5 minutes. Both teams have had stretches of time where they've spent a good deal of time in the offensive zone, but these teams have just been so evenly matched, I think, in this game, and it's really all you could ask for in the last regular season game here at Michigan Elite Hockey. For the Young Guns, we'll have the last games for junior prospects tomorrow. But we've seen two really, really great games, exciting games coming out of these ones. And these teams are going to be battling until the end.
If you missed it earlier on, Team Slater with a 6-3 victory over Team Miller. Slater going 6-0 on the season. Congratulations to them. But playoffs rather, is next week. And anything could happen in Michigan Elite Hockey playoffs. We've seen it in the past, and I'm assuming we'll see it again, as that one a little bit played by a high stick there, but no harm, no foul, as it's sent to center ice, taken by Team Posa. 2 minutes gone in the third period. That one's thrown on net for the blue line, taken by Liam Falcon. Speaking of Liam Falcon, on the other side, Carson Balo. We've talked about all season long how hard it is as goaltenders to step into the middle of the game. You get no warm-up against these players that have been playing for 30 minutes, and you really just got to pick up the best game you can right off the first shot, and they've done so.
Yeah, Ryan, and I think as we've gone along in the weeks, we've seen goaltenders get more comfortable with coming in mid-game. I think we saw it a lot. If you look at any of those scores from the first few weeks, it was a lot of high-scoring games, and a lot of that high-scoring came in the second half when a goaltender would come in. The teams would be all warm and ready to go, where the goaltenders had little to no time to warm up. And I think we've seen goaltenders adjust really nicely to that. It's been a part we've talked also about. We didn't see much defense coming from these teams early on, and now we're seeing it more. It's all part of the development as you get used to playing hockey the way we do it here at Michigan Elite.
That last chance coming from Anthony Fracazzi for Team Posa, as now they have it below their own goal line. Through center, drawing a number of bodies towards him and glancing over the line. It's number 43. Here comes Team Sherry. Fracazzi will pick it up. He'll bounce that one over towards his teammate, Joey Volpe. Now it's Chip up, battling near center, gets it over the line. He gets spilled to the ice, taking it as Combs. Penalty being called as Chippa getting chippy on the ice with Derek Janis, so we're going to have to break that one up with 16:54 to go in the second period. I'm assuming both of them will be put into the box, but we'll see what the refs want to call.
Yeah, chippy to say the least, Ryan. That's not something we've seen yet this week. Chippa just throws up the peace sign as his teammates give him the stick taps as he heads off. Brady Chippa may be a smaller player, but he's a speedy player, and he's the enforcer of this team. I think it's very easy. You could say 6 weeks. He will do what he needs to do there. And again, that's all part of hockey. Not something we usually see here in Michigan Elite Hockey. It's a friendly summer league. Mitts weren't dropped. Chippa seems to be more than fine with it. And it looks like no call on Janice as Chippa was the one to take him down. And it looks like
it will be a power play.
a power play.
Yeah. So Chippa gets the 2 minutes, I'm assuming for roughing, even though we never got an official call, onto Janice. And Janice, who really didn't retaliate, a good job at him to keep his emotions inside of him, I guess, instead of trying to wrestle Chippa on the ice. So because of that, his team gets awarded a power play. 0-1 on the night so far is the power play for Team Sherry.
And while you always see that enforcer role in hockey, should be interesting to see how this one goes, especially how Coach Posa handles it, because you saw him talking to Brennan Bernard and Carson Shanks on the bench. He had a plan. He was sending Bernard out. He had a plan for them. Not sure what it was, and we're not going to get to see it as his team has to go off on the penalty kill. And he's a coach that we've talked to, and he hasn't been one where he wants his team to take some – he doesn't want them taking dirty hits. We saw a lot of big hits last week. He wants his team playing a clean game. So we'll see how he reacts to getting Chippa back out on the ice after this penalty is done. He's a skilled player, but that's not a penalty you want to be taking when it's a tied game and you're looking for your second win of the season.
Nick Smith picks it up far side. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage for Team Sherry. We are all tied up at 3 in the third period. Leeds with it. Leading scorer for his team and tied in the Young Guns lead with points overall with 15. Good play there defensively by Owen Perry, able to take it from the high-flying goal scorer of Team Sherry.
And actually, Ryan, thanks to his assist on Brandon's goal, he took the lead back. He is 16 now.
There we go. Here's a chance for Team Sherry. Leegi puts it in to Carson Balo's body, and eventually Balo's able to find out where it is and cover it up with 23 seconds to go on the Team Sherry power play.
Seemed like everyone froze there on the ice. Balo, Team Sherry players, Team Posa players, no one really knew where that puck was, but it had never crossed the line, so we always knew it wasn't going to be a goal.
That draw one forward by Williams, but Team Sherry keeps it in.
Great block by Wansel.
Ooh, that one stuck forward. Bernie was trying to connect with Williams, shorthanded.
I like the idea there by Bernie, just a little bit too of a hard hit pass. Got out in front of Williams.
Now it's Isaac Wheeler taking it. A stoppage in play with 4 seconds remaining on the Team Sherry power play. Referee talking to a couple players. I don't think. Looks like he did make a call. Maybe it was elbowing. I thought it was just a stoppage of play.
Believe he made an elbowing call there on Cooper Williams. So that's why Chippa was giving the fist bump. Said, hey, come join me over here in the penalty box with 4 seconds left on Chippa's. It looks like Team Posa is going to have a little bit more of a penalty to kill off. And I don't think Coach Benito Posa's too happy about that.
Not at all. It was a 5-on-3, but only for 4 seconds. So now back to the 5-on-4 as Cooper Williams sitting what he hopes is 2 minutes for elbowing on that one.
And again, I mentioned this before, but Benito Posa talked to us pregame, and his team has been one known to pick up a few more penalties than I think you would like, and a huge part of that was Aiden Cook, who also happens to be one of their leading scorers. And no, he doesn't like to see those 2 back-to-back penalties, especially for calls like elbowing and roughing.
Here's a chance shorthanded. Mayhew skating in, and he gets the goal. Shorthanded goal for Team Posa. They take the lead in the third period.
Well, when you get a shorthanded goal like that, I guess it can't hurt to go on the penalty kill. Darren Mayhew, another player coming in to help, and one of Cooper Williams' teammates at CompuWare AAA, along with Evan Saigansky, the 3 of them all playing together, and Mayhew taking the fist bump from Williams over there in the penalty box, and that's a big shorthanded goal, and wow, not exactly what you expected to see in this one. It's been a huge defensive battle. The first goal we have seen since 3 minutes left in the first period, and it's a shorthanded one.
So about 29 minutes of play, and here's another chance for Wheeler, streaking in shorthanded. Saved by Folk as he takes Wheeler's stick. He's actually holding on to it on the other side of the ice, and he'll kindly give it back after a little bit of some begging there from Isaac Wheeler. Team Posa still shorthanded, mind you, still with 4 players on the ice as Wheeler tries to get past the last defenseman who kind of gobbles him up defensively instead.
And it's great for Team Posa not only getting those shorthanded opportunities and the goal right there to take back the lead after being in deadlock for so long, but this is just a great way. You've spent a lot of time on the penalty kill. That's 4 minutes with those back-to-back penalties from Chippa and Williams. So spend as much time with the puck as you can and just burn off that clock. And, of course, it does help when you get the lead goal on a shorthanded opportunity.
Team Posa able to take the lead for 3. They're missing Avery Cook. They're missing Aiden Cook. They're missing Parker Bendel. But they've got Owen Perry, Carson Shanks, Darren Mayhew, and Cooper Williams stepping in as subs for the team. And boy, are they proven dividends for Benito Posa's squad. They're down 1 player, but it sure looks like they're the ones on the man advantage as they win it. Off Team Sherry winning the draw, sending pass there. Nobody home, but they'll pick it right back up. It's still 37 seconds on the Sherry man advantage as they finally get clean possession of the puck.
And again, Coach Posa was making some plans with his players on the bench, still chatting with them. He had some ideas, and he was sending out Bernard and Shanks right before that penalty on Chippa was called. So once they get back to full strength in just about 15 seconds, we'll see if he tries to execute whatever he was planning again.
10 seconds remaining on the Sherry man advantage and back-to-back power plays. The first power play they had, they did decent with it, but the second power play, it's been kind of like a power play for Team Posa, able to get a shorthanded goal as streaking down the ice and using that body as a shield is Leegee, able to throw it to Eddie Wheeler. Backhander gets pushed. It's picking it up now and back to 5-on-5 hockey. Power play is over for Team Sherry, but here comes a chance. Nick Smith, already with a goal, puts on the brakes, dances towards the net, gets through everybody, and the shot goes just wide. Leegee now in the corner, pushed to the boards by Anderson. The puck squibs free, picked up by Team Posa. They can't clear, though. Eddie Wheeler bakes it off the half wall, and we have a high sticking call there, so a stoppage in play. Whew.
Team Sherry, you can see how hungry they are, and Smith had almost a perfect opportunity in the net to tie this one back up for the second time tonight as he got the tying goal in the first period after Team Posa took that 3-2 lead.
We got 6 players on the ice right now for Team Posa, not even including the goalie, but that's weird. But we'll switch the face-off dot because it was played off a high stick, so it'll be brought back into the Sherry end. Team Posa sorting out who should be on and off the ice. And it will be, oh, there we go. There's the 5th skater. I was going to say it will be a power play, even though we did think so. But no, the 5th skater coming back onto the ice for Team Sherry. So presumably it should be 5-on-5. It's a little bit of confusion, though, as a referee, blowing the whistle.
Leegee is in the box. He was called for that penalty there.
Okay.
Team Sherry was confused.
Yeah.
They thought I was going to say I wanted to let you finish your call before butting in. But, yeah, Leegee was over there into the box. He was called for high sticking.
Okay.
So Team Posa, after spending so much time on the penalty kill, is now getting a power play opportunity with the lead. Yeah, Team Posa sent out one extra man, and then Team Sherry sent out an extra man when they weren't supposed to. A lot of confusion there on the ice. Happens to the best of us. Some of these calls don't go to 5v5, especially those high-sticking ones, but Leegee is in the box. We're playing man advantage for Team Posa.
Team Posa 0 for 2 on the man advantage so far. Looking to get their first power play tally. They've got a shorthanded goal. Speaking of shorthanded, here goes blasting one past Balo. Shorthanded goals on both teams in the last 2 goals of the game, and we're tied at 4.
Oh, and Blastic ripped out the celly on that one. That's got to be a fun mic'd up. We're going to have to check that one out on the Instagram after because, wow, deadlock the entire second period. No one can score goal. The 2 goals we see in the third are both shorthanded goals, and that one, Plastic took it almost from the blue line. That was a snipe of a shot getting all the way past Balo. Oh my goodness, and just the energy in this one. We've seen a lot of fun games, but the excitement we've seen from the players in this one, the energy, this might be the most energetic game we've seen in all our 6 weeks in Young Guns, I would say. And I think it's just the fact that they know playoffs is coming. They know how much a win matters, and this is such a back and forth game. It's anyone's game, and that is huge. Another shorthanded goal coming in this one.
Team Posa still on the man advantage. Shot there by Williams off the mask. Diving out was Falk. It's still loose. Wansel now throwing it. That one off the glove of Falk as well. 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Team Posa looking to get the first power play goal of the game as that one's thrown wide towards Darren Mayhew.
Yeah,
Mayhew will pick it up.
no power play goals, but two shorthanded goals, one coming from each.
And we saw 2 shorthanded goals coming from Team Slater in Game 1 earlier. It's shorthanded goal city here at Kensington Valley Ice House. 22 seconds remaining on the Team Posa man advantage. Isaac Wheeler slows it down, throws it towards the front of net. That'll trickle wide and be whacked down the length of the ice, so Balo out to play it for his squad. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go, and one last charge on the man advantage if they get it, as there's only 2 seconds remaining on it. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Streaking down the ice was Williams. That one bakes off a couple bodies over towards the goaltender. It's still loose and sent towards center as Wansel will pitchfork it into the high glass. Still in play, but offsides there from Team Posa, so they'll have to re-up at center as it's set the length of the ice. This one coming back for not an icing, as winning the race there was Brennan. Both of the defenders got to slow it down, thinking it would be an automatic icing, but no, Brennan puts on the Jets, gets it for a squad, and now they got a chance. It's loose in front. It's still loose. A couple of shots, and it's put into the back of the net. What is going on? Team Sherry takes the 5-4 lead. Oh my gosh, Nick Smith gets his second of the game.
Wow, and Balo, I was going to say, good on him. Once he saw that wasn't an icing call, he was able to get out. Looks like they're having some conversation with the ref. They might want to try to get that one called back. Obviously, we don't really have reviews here, and I don't think that's something that they're going to check after. But absolute chaos, and Nick Smith able to just get the bounce. Balo made a sprawling save, but it was still loose. And I was going to say, looking back over at Liam Falk, both these goaltenders have made some great saves, but haven't stopped the puck. And that was going to be huge against both these teams that will be hunting for that rebound. And it hurt Carson Balo there.
So Team Sherry, 2 unanswered goals after the shorthanded goal of Team Posa, and they take the lead 5-4. Nick Smith getting his first goal of the game, assisted by Dylan Flamini. And number 9, Maxwell Brennan.
That would be Smith's second goal of the game.
Smith's second, excuse me.
But we do have a penalty coming up.
Oh my gosh. Penalty on Team Sherry. Did you happen to catch what it was for?
Yeah, Alex Ryback going to get sent off there for boarding. He was back in the zone with Verkazi, getting called for that. When you do that right in front of the official, that's usually going to get called. You think you might be sneaky about it by being way back there, but the official was back there with you while everyone was pushing forward up the ice. So Team Posa going down now, looking to bounce back.
Some more short-handed antics here, as back on the power play is Team Posa. Janice with it on the near side. Their team short-handed, but that hasn't stopped anybody today as Janice streaks in. Ooh, that one bounced off the skate of Verkazi and just to the side of the net it went.
I almost thought Verkazi was going to hit that one past his own goaltender.
Close. Team Posa with the man advantage. Don't let the possession fool you. Finally head up ice. 8 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third period. 1:20 on the power play as that puck is centered, but easily smothered, and now Janice is fighting for it, and he'll push it to center. As trailing back is number 13, Andrew Burney. Bernard with it now. 55 to go on the power play. Bernard collided at center. Here's a shorthanded chance. Ross Blastic, who just got a shorthanded goal, puts that one into the belly of Balo.
And it seems like on these power plays for either side, we're seeing more from the team killing off the penalty than we are for the team on the man advantage, and that's come from both ways. When Team Sherry was on the power play, it seemed like Team Posa, and we've seen 2 shorthanded goals, but even after those goals, the team on the penalty kill has had more control of the puck than the team on the power play, which can happen once or twice. I don't think I've ever seen happen in a full game. It's been pretty consistent in this one.
Finally, Team Posa gets it in the offensive zone on their man advantage. Combs will spin one back to Perry. Perry feeds it over to Bernie, who fans on that. Kept in by Carson Shanks. He throws it down low. 22 remaining on the man advantage, and this one will trickle down the ice and try to explain why there's been a lot of shorthanded goals. I guess the players on the power play, they're playing passive, they're playing slow, they're waiting for the play to develop, and the opposite side, the penalty killers, are just going so aggressive, so fast towards the puck that they're not even letting the team on the power play set it up, and because of that, it just creates so much chaos, and we've seen 4 shorthanded goals in 2 games today because of it.
And adding on to that, the offenses for this both these teams are fantastic, but we've seen a lot of goals come off of those breakaway chances. So it makes sense that those shorthanded opportunities, once these teams get that puck, they are going to race it down the ice as quick as they can. And they've gotten a lot of those opportunities today. They've been fighting for it in the neutral zone. A lot of poke checks, sticks everywhere, and it's paid off big time for both these squads.
Back to even strength 5-on-5 hockey, as getting a little bit of a check there was Joey Volpe. 7 minutes to go in the 3rd period. It's Team Sherry with a 5-4 lead as they charge down the ice. Nick Smith looking for his hat trick. Takes it towards the middle. Backhands one on net. It's still loose in front into the pads of Balo. It goes, and no hat trick for number 25 just yet.
Oh, everyone on Team Posa's bench just probably took a collective breath. Balo had the initial save, but that one was loose. And they see what Smith can do on those rebounds with his last goal as Balo made the initial save, and then Smith just tipped it over him. So that one, a good job by Balo to come on top of that.
At the point, Callan will send one on net. Tip just over the crossbar of the Team Posa netminder. Team Posa 2-on-1 opportunity. Looking to tie this one up at 5. It's Williams over to Mayhew, and he puts it home. Darren Mayhew ties this game up at 5.
The 2 teammates that came in to help out Team Posa today are filling the skates of the missing players well. Cooper Williams gets a pass across to Mayhew, who just makes a beautiful shot. Those 2, must be something about CompuWare AAA, because I've seen it with Cyganski too. The stick handling has been absolutely fantastic. These players are patient with the puck. They know how to keep it in control, and just like that, tied once again, Darren Mayhew gets his 2nd goal of the night, and Williams gets his 2nd point.
Team Posa streaking in once more. Just tied it up at 5. 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in this 3rd period. It's the final game of the regular season of the Young Guns here at Michigan Elite Hockey. Eddie Wheeler circles around, throws it towards center. Now it's Cyganski keeping this one in. Cyganski can't get through Isaac Wheeler. He takes it. He's got Mayhew to his right, and Williams behind it, throws it over to Mayhew. Mayhew spins up near the blue line, throws it down low for Williams. Williams delays, plays it to himself, centering pass there, and a beautiful play. Isaac Wheeler capitalizing off the Williams assist, and Team Posa reclaims the lead at 6-5.
Isaac Wheeler is 2nd of the night, and it seems to be a pattern with these teams from what we've seen in the 3rd period. One team will score, the next team will score, and then take the lead. We saw that. We saw Team Posa score, and then we saw Team Sherry score. Team Sherry take the lead. Now Team Posa score to tie it back up, and now Team Posa back at the lead. You could not find a more back-and-forth game, and it's exciting. And here's the thing, Ryan. If Team Sherry can answer, I'm getting ahead of myself, and this is a lot of what-ifs, but if Team Sherry can answer and we go into an overtime, it'll be interesting to see what these 2 teams will do with so much open ice, and that will also be Cooper Williams' 3rd point of the night. 1 goal, 2 assists for him. So he'll get the assist on Wheeler's goal.
So now it's Team Posa with the goal advantage. If you wanted back and forth, high scoring, high action hockey to end the regular season of the Young Guns Summer Draft League, well, you came to exactly the right place, as Ryder Josevich and Mary Klein are taking you through this one. 5 minutes flat on the clock. Here comes Nick Smith looking for his hat trick. That one goes just wide. Flamini slapping that one on the opposite end of the ice, snapped into the glove of Balo.
Balo snagged that one. Little bit of goaltender sass coming from Balo. He said, nope. He's going to fight as hard as he can to make sure his team comes out with the win and they keep that lead. And what I'm really loving from this game, I think personally it's getting me more into it. We've seen a lot of these games and we've seen a lot of close games, but I don't think between junior prospects and young guns, we've seen players with this much energy on the ice. A lot of these goals get scored, and it's a pretty low-key reaction. You're scoring so many goals. It's a summer league. These players are so into this game. You can see the excitement coming on the ice, and it's so fun to see. It's making it such a great atmosphere for these players as we're going to have a tripping call right there.
Trip right there on Darren Mayhew. Whistle blown, so yet another power play advantage. We've had a number of power play advantages in this one, and we got another one coming right up as Darren Mayhew's going to sit what he hopes is 2 minutes in the sin bin for tripping. So Team Sherry 0-3. I think I'm correct on that one on the power play. Get their 4th chance at it.
Yeah, see no power play goals, just a few shorthanded goals.
Of course.
It'll be interesting to see if this follows the recipe as every power play and man advantage we've seen so far where the team on the penalty kill spends more time with the puck. Right now, Team Sherry starting off strong, trying to break that.
Big offensive zone draw win. And it's loose in front. Oh, able to cover it up is Balo. That was a great chance there from Team Sherry to tie it up on the man advantage.
And a huge credit to the defenders there in Bernie and Shanks getting in there to help out their goaltender and try to be that second layer of defense from Team Sherry sticks that were just trying to poke it in past him.
1:45 to go on the man advantage for the blue sweaters. Thrown behind the net. That one picked up by Rybach. Spins it back to Smith. Smith trying to spin one back to Rybach, but it's picked off. Another short-handed opportunity. Cooper Williams streaking down the ice. Goes for the low-angle shot. Looking for that far side corner. Just missed. That one slapped down the ice into the Team Sherry defensive end. Chippa able to take it for a second, but it's picked up by Rybach. Rybach gives it over to Murad. Skates it over the line, trails below the goal line. Throws it back for Flamini. Flamini, good move, evades Chippa. Gives it to Murad, cross ice feed, skips on to Balo, and he kicks it out with his left leg, and it's set down the ice.
Great clear there coming from Andrew Bernie, because that could have been a golden rebound opportunity for Team Sherry. Good save, initial save there from Balo, but that could have been dangerous.
47 seconds remaining on the Team Sherry power play. Here's Murad with an open ice, takes a shot, rebound, Nick Smith. Couldn't reach that one, but he'll still get it.
Great job by Brady Chippa to get a stick in there just to poke that one away from Smith before he could get any shots.
Nick Smith already with 2 goals on the game, but here comes Cooper Williams taking it with him down the ice. Takes a big check there from Flamini. Doesn't like it as he's going to throw a little bit of a slash. So 5-on-3 once Team Posa touches up for a little bit. And they finally will. So a slashing call on Cooper Williams and 14 seconds of 5-on-3 as it's getting very chippy after the whistle here with 2 minutes and 46 to go in the third period. A 1-goal gap between these two teams.
Some pushes thrown there after the whistle from Bernie and Smith. And again, that's the second time that Team Posa finished killing off a penalty and then you take another, and both times it was Cooper Williams getting the penalty while already on the penalty kill. Great score, great player. Not something you want to see, especially if you're Benito Posa. Again, we mentioned he wanted his team to play a cleaner game, and he recognized that the amount of penalties they take have hurt them in this season. So it's got to hurt seeing the amount of penalties your team takes, especially while your lead, as he made a motion over there to his player sitting over the bench to calm down, take it easy.
And it was a little bit of an egregious slash as well. So it's a 5-minute major. So for the rest of this game, Team Sherry will be on the man advantage as the second man comes out of the box. So it will be 5-on-4 for the rest of the game. Here comes Team Sherry with a chance. That one snapped into the glove of Balo as They're looking to tie this one up with 2:24 to go.
And if you thought that this game could not get any more tense than it already was with this back and forth action now, looks like the official having some conversation over there with Cooper Williams after that. So that's our second major today without seeing any in these weeks. So the Young Guns are getting chippy tonight, and this is going to be huge, not only on the Team Posa defense, but on Carson Balo. He's going to have a bit of a heavy load on the shoulders for these next 2 minutes. As a big hit there on the boards, we're going to have another whistle. Really chippy here on the ice, these players. You can see the passion coming from them, and this is a sport where that passion's going to come out in this way, and you're always going to see it like that. It's a little nerve-wracking for some fans, especially, I'm sure, for parents. You don't want to see your players getting pushed around like that. It is a part of the sport, though, and I also think while some hits can be dangerous, it's also a part of the sport, and it's a part of the passion that comes with it.
2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in this one. Team Sherry trails 6-5, and they're on the man advantage. I'm assuming the next chance they get into the zone, the goalie will be pulled, and there goes Falk. So it'll be a 6-on-4 opportunity. Empty net for Team Sherry as they trail by 1 to end the regular season. This one trickling down the ice just wide. But like we said, they're on the power play, so no icing. 1:42 to go in the third. Crashing down there was Brennan into the body of Combs. Play continues. Here comes Team Sherry with a chance. That one tips just wide of the net.
I think normally that would have been a tripping call, but at this point, they're just going to let him play.
Eddie Wheeler with it in the high slot. Still with it. Gives it off to Flamini, who takes a big check. That's going to draw yet another power play. Cross check to the neck of Flamini. And so it will be, if they keep the goalie pulled, 6-on-3. If they put it back, 5-on-3, whatever way you chalk it up. Team Sherry with a great chance of 1:22 to tie this game up.
Benito Posa's not happy at all right now. And I mentioned earlier that tripping call, they're going to let him play on that one, but that was a dangerous play. And yeah, Benito Posa not too happy. Your team gets the lead like this, and it looks like they're going to just keep him.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no, there goes the player. I was going to say. That's a play that you're going to get sent to the bench. You're going to have to go down on the man advantage. And Team Posa had the lead, and Palo making the save there. But Team Posa had this lead. They had this win, and you know Coach is not happy with his players right now. He wanted them playing a cleaner game. And this has come out to now they have to go 6v3 to finish this one out and try to keep their lead.
Folks staying out of the net, so they will have that 6th man on the ice. Janice over to Flamini. 1:04 to go. They're looking to tie this one up as they trail by 1. A big block shot there and an even bigger clear down the ice. 6-on-3. You don't get to say that often. And a golden opportunity for Team Sherry to tie this one up. 48 seconds to go. Here they go over the line. Far side spinning with it is the league's leading scorer, Nathan Leegey, with some open ice towards the net. He goes backdoor feed. Nick Smith couldn't put it in. Puts it onto the net, or the goaltender, Balo. Rybach still with it, throws it down low. 33 to go. Leegey picks it up.
Balo.
Spinning around far side, fanned on there by Moran. It's loose. It's picked up by Anderson towards the open net. He misses it with 23 seconds to go.
That was an unbelievable flurry of saves there from Balo.
Murad will pick it up, gives it over to Leegey. 13 seconds to go. Leegey staring it down, and he picks up top corner. Nathan Leegey with 10.6 to go. Ties the game up at 6.
If any player was going to be the one to do it in that scenario again, 6v3, that's a very hard thing to kill off. And Nathan Leegey, the man to do it, and a huge credit. I want to give a huge credit to Carson Balo. Made some amazing saves there on that 6v3 in an impossible situation. And you can see him hanging his head. He's probably beat himself up a little bit, but looks like we're going to head into overtime this one. You see the energy from the players. That one almost trickled in right past Folk, but you see the energy from these players. We're going to have exciting sudden death overtime here.
The clock hits 0. Team Sherry with 10.6 remaining on the clock. On the 6-on-3 advantage, it's Nathan Leegey, the hero, to tie it up at 6. And gosh, I wish we have an overtime. We're having a conversation here with the the leader of Michigan Elite Hockey and probably some of the rinks people here to see if we can pull off this overtime. This game cannot end here. Come on, we got to pull some strings and get a victor in this one. Back and forth action, power play chances, only shorthanded goals. Oh my goodness, looks like we're going to have to end this game here. I don't want it to end. They're lining
Yeah.
up for the handshake line, and we're going to have to end it at 6-2-6.
A later start, and it just looks like can't keep players on the ice, and it looks like this one is done.
Oh, man.
Oh, Ryan, I wanted overtime for this one, and wow, I mean, Team Posa would have come out with the win if it weren't for those penalties. I know Benito Posa probably not happy with his team, but even like this is going to give you, for both squads, momentum going to playoffs, not what they wanted to see at all. They didn't want this one ending in a tie.
Ooh.
As some players heading off, but this one seems to be over. But wow, what a last game of the regular season for these teams.
Jeez.
Outstanding play all around again. Just too many penalties coming for Team Posa, and they couldn't keep a hold of that lead, and Team Nathan Leege will secure that tie for his squad.
So we'll have to wrap this one early with no overtime, sadly, at 6-6. Team Sherry ties Team Posa to end the regular season of the Young Guns Summer Draft League here at Michigan Elite Hockey. The playoffs start next Tuesday, and that's just a little bit of the excitement that we could see in the playoffs. Hopefully we'll be joined by the game-tying goal scorer of Nathan Leege in a little bit. Stick around. We'll have that, hopefully. But you're watching Michigan Elite Hockey. Ryan Dosovich joined alongside Mary Klein. We'll be right back. Ryan Dosovich joined alongside Darren Mayhew, joining me for the post-game interview. You guys just tied Team Sherry. You had the lead with a couple minutes to go. They tied up. How do you feel right now?
I feel kind of at fault. I was over on the bench talking with one of my boys. Looked at him, told him let's start the countdown. Looked back, saw the puck in the back of the net. So that was a little bit of unfortunate timing.
Stepping in as a sub for Team Posa, would you like to stick in this league? What'd you see when playing off with those teammates?
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. You know, it's always fun getting to play with new kids. And then the goalie that played the second half, he goes to my high school, so I've skated with him for a while.
There
You know, it's nice to get out there with guys you know, and then also guys that you've never played with.
Picking up 2 huge goals to reclaim the lead for your squad. Talk about those.
Yeah, just 2 amazing plays by my teammates. The one, I mean, all I had to do was tap it in. And the one feed up for the breakaway was, I mean, just put it right on my tape. And then, you know, I was hoping I could beat him down, you know, hope he didn't get down in time. And he got a piece of it, but it squeaked through for the first one. So.
Hey, thanks for stepping in for Team Posa. You were
Yeah.
definitely a workhorse out there, and thanks for joining me up here at the booth.
All right.
That was Darren Mayhew joining me, and we'll have another interview in just a minute. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
No problem. Another post-game interview. Ryder Dosvich next to Nathan Leege here. What a game you guys go on to tie this one.
Yeah.
You scored the goal with 10.6 to go to tie it. How'd you feel from that?
Good. I mean, I think I got a pass. I don't really remember, but I saw the shot and I took it, scored 5-on-3.
Do you know that you are the leading point getter of all of Young Guns in the regular season?
Yeah, I tend to look at that a few times.
You've been lighting up the score sheet all season long, picking up, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, was it two goals, 1 assist today?
Yeah.
So now I think if I do the quick math, 17 points or something like that to claim the lead. You guys are now headed into the playoffs. I'm pretty sure you guys get the 2nd seed, so you're going to be facing up against the 3rd seed. You don't get to face against Slater undefeated. How are you looking at that 2 to 3 seed matchup next week?
I mean, it's the team we just played, so
Oh, there you go.
we tied them and we beat them last time, so it looks good. As long as our guys show up, nobody skips, I think we'll be fine.
There you go. So looking for some next week. Can't really say revenge because you didn't lose, but looking to finish off what you guys started and to tie it up next week. So thanks for joining me up here,
Yeah,
Nathan. I
thank you.
appreciate it. And we'll be back next week with Michigan Elite Hockey Young Guns Summer Draft League.